right now I'm 50-50 on it. 50% saying that, yeah, next month they'll kick it all off, all the black ops, the blackout ops, Seattle, Tower Bridge, maybe Paris too. Or the other 50% of me is saying they will avoid doing it on next month, anytime in next month. They'll avoid it like the plague and make sure that nothing happens. It's one or the other. Now, the point I'm making here, right, is that with the 9/11 predictive programming, of which there are hundreds of examples in the media beforehand, it was 9/11, it wasn't 9/11/01. Maybe you can direct me to some previous predictive programming, pre-advertising, saying 9/11/01, 9/11/2001. Maybe you can, but I can't think of any. They predictively programmed 9/11, not the year. And this is my point. They left it open so that they could do it on 9/11, September the 11th of any year. Which 2001 in the end, but it's the same with 8/11, 118, or 3/11, the Seattle West Coast, let's just say West Coast false flag, right, with blackouts on the back of it. There's no year attached unless 118 is referring to 2018. Next month is the only remaining month where 118 will fit perfectly. It'll fit November the 1st, 11th, 22nd. 22nd looks like a big date, but is it 2018? If you go back about 2 years, when Fisk came along, and we now know that Fisk is a Jewish surname, he came along with some very good information about it all being based on the Hiram Abiff legend of Temple of Solomon, which goes back to Hiram the Great of Phoenician days, 3,000 years ago, right? Whatever, anyway. And it's a Eastgate 9/11 hit on America, Southgate, maybe Orlando 6/11, but who knows? And then what looks like 8/11. They've done a 7/11 last year, which was the Las Vegas operation. And that's very important because Las Vegas has to come before, and it has. It's come before, right? You look at that poster of Sleepless with Jamie Foxx, right? It's got the Las Vegas Mandalay Bay in it on this poster, and it's got the Sleepless, of course, Sleepless in Seattle with Emerald Green, the MGM Grand in Emerald Green for Seattle. So both operations are there in that poster, and one comes before the other as per War Games in 1983. War Games said it was 7/11, and he said it was 3/11. Okay, 3/11 I now understand to be 11/11/11, 3 times 11. Which would fit November the 11th, 2018. The Albert Pike thing, the Albert Pike market by the Ferris wheel in Seattle, it all wraps around nicely for November the 11th. But is that too much of an obvious date? You know, the end of World War I, the Remembrance Day, the contrived 11/11/11 that it was, and then they kick off the Seattle false flag, or LA, San Francisco, I don't care which, on that exact 11th hour 100 years later. Is it too contrived? Will people see through it? Would they put it off to November the 22nd? But going back 2 years ago, when I wrote that map of America and I looked at the 3 hits, I said at the time the year was not clear. I didn't know whether it was 2017, 2018 or 2019. I remember writing it on the left side of the map, on the West Coast side. I just wrote 2017, 18, 19 question mark. Because I don't know the year. The year is not here. It's not here in this one, and it's not here in the 118, unless it's really 2018, 118. Don't know. So, like I say, it's either going to kick off next month or it's nothing at all. I don't know. It's a best guess based on Mayhem Observer and my look at it, at what the 118 means and the 311, 11, 11, 11 would mean. It makes sense for next month, it does, but I don't know. The timing's right. Las Vegas is already 1 year, 1 month, and 10 days, 111, before November the 11th, 2018. And don't forget the 22nd, which is the Thanksgiving date, which I know is linked into this because it's in Tower Heist. And that movie is as coded as Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Heavily coded movie. Filmed in Trump Tower, with Trump turning up to the premiere of that movie. Anyway, this one, written by Thomas Chastain. Another Jewish name, this Redmayne here. Jesse Chastain. Looks like a woman for sure on most pictures. Probably is. Very androgynous in some of these shots though, eh? With that cleft chin and that bony look. Jesse, like Jesse Ventura. Jesse in Scotland is a nickname for a gay man. Anyway, let's move back on to... That was 9/11. Airplane flying into the Twin Towers. He lands on the Twin Towers. Yeah. That was 9/11. He only made one other movie on that series. And that's The West Coast. Right? And it's all about the blackout box. Right? He blacks out the world at the end. West Coast, goes in on a submarine. Everything fits. Boom. Look at the soundtrack. This is the soundtrack. Look, look, look. Stabbing Westward. White Zombie. You know, White Goyim. Toadies. Butthole Surfers. Exactly. Exactly. That's what it was all about. I've told you that before. A long time ago. Look. He surfs the Hershey Highway to Hershey. Now, you do know what surfing the Hershey Highway is slang for, right? It's butthole surfers. To Hershey, the supposed Pam Grier Jewish transgender Hershey, right? He surfs the Hershey Highway to Hershey. Right? Again, this is just an aside, but this is what John Carpenter did. It's all gay, right? Butthole surfers, right? He's the one-eyed trouser snake. Right. So what else you got? You got Sugar Ray, Gravity Kills, Tori Amos carrying the Torah, Ministry. Yeah, I remember them. I went to one of their concerts in Cleveland. Orange 33 9mm, Clutch, CIV, Sex Pod, Deftones. Yeah, okay. So Stabbing Westward, eh? Now, the only thing that tells me that, recent thing that tells me that maybe November the 11th is the date, was this guy 6 weeks before November the 11th, having Jack Black and his pumping his Apocalypto show.
I gotta finish the bottle off, but I'll see you guys in like 6 weeks, okay?
And
I'll see you guys in 6 weeks. Now, that can mean nothing and it can mean everything. The 6 weeks from that point onwards is November the 11th. Yeah? Any given Sunday. Any given raw day. Yeah, Or he could just be meaning, yeah, I'll see you for another interview in 6 weeks. I don't know. He's talking about Apocalypto show. Mr. Blackjack, Operation Blackjack. And that's another thing with this Telegraph's Operation Blackjack. Operation Blackout. Blackjack being Lucifer, the old name for Lucifer, but it could be Operation Blackout. It could be meaning that. Like I say, it's the year is never given. They leave the year open so that they can do it on any year. You know? Meteor, that's a classic 1979. Look at that. Uh-oh, better not use those pictures. Copyright, they are nasty with their evergreen media. But you see, you don't see. You see, there's look. There you go. There you go. Escape from New York. Flies in. There you go. Airplane. Towers. Come on. There you go. There it is. But the year is not mentioned. 2001 is not mentioned. You see. At no point is it mentioned. Just 9/11. 9/11. 9/11. Yeah, this is a classic, this one, 1983. I mean, talk about not very subtle. But there's no year. Just as there is no year particularly with 118. Yeah, it could be 2018. Could be November the 11th, 2018, 118, 118, 111, 11, 11. Yeah, but can't be sure, can I? I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. All I'm saying is this. I'll say it one more time. It's either they're gonna do it all, combined disasters. Lemony Snicket's a series of unfortunate events, right? False flag, black ops, blackout, everything from next month onwards, or they will make a point of not doing anything at all next month. It's one or the other, and I don't know which. So expect both, you know, either nothing or everything.